Can I do this? Camera problem behind me. Okay, so what did I do today? I got up and I think I did a video this morning, but I don't remember. Does that mean I forgot? If I don't remember, does that mean I forgot? Should I be jealous of my cats because when I look at them, I say, boy, they don't have any bipolar disease, or do they? I look at my cats and then I think, and all of a sudden what I thought of went away, so I thought of something else. I looked at my medication I just picked up today, and on the bottle of Seroquel, it says, do not scrape or crack in half. 10 years I'm taking them. They've switched me from regular Seroquel to time-consuming Seroquel, where it takes the whole day before it wears off. And now they don't want me to break it. I'd like to tell you a little secret, but I can't. Because if I tell you this secret and somebody finds out, somebody's going to blame something on me that's completely my fault, but none of their business. And it's the way I want it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And now I suffer with it because sometimes somebody hears and asks me the questions, what are you doing with whatever it is? And I say, I can't tell you. The minute I say I can't tell you, nice snap, eh? The minute I say I can't tell you, oh, I know you're not taking your medication the way you should. So what are you talking about? Well, you won't tell me yes or no. A, you ask a question in a subject that has nothing to do with you. Your mouth shouldn't even be mentioning those words. You're in somebody else's world. But if you were concerned because you thought you knew better, you thought the doctors knew better, that he shouldn't do anything, and I didn't do anything wrong. But because of what he said and she said, and the ego of the doctor saying, well, you shouldn't have done that, now you're going to have to suffer. Hey, got a friend of mine. She is, whatever it is, it's not in control. When you can't control a substance, it's not in control. It's like if I smoke every day. Thing is, the person is nervous, very, very, very nervous, and she is deep within the love of her heart for her son. She doesn't want to see anybody suffer, although she doesn't see what she's doing completely. Well, she does, but she won't admit it because it's not so bad, because when it's your baby, it's nobody else's business, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And if you're hurting yourself, now there's a question in this world. We have responsibilities. What, are they going to come against us because we're doing wrong against ourselves? Shit. Bring me to the church. Bring me to the church. You know what I'd like to do? Go to the church, bring a bunch of priests in to sit in the front, and then order in a gang full of hookers. And guess what? We'll pay them with church money, so we can show the young girls and boys who are 18 years old what it is to have sex in this world. Maybe we shouldn't be having it at all. Do you know why I said that? Because I wasn't supposed to. I just said it like that. It was something I would really never say at all. I don't even like saying it. I think it's the stupidest thing in the world. Why would I say it? Because if you hold the ball like this in each hand, how will this hand ever know to go down here in order for this hand to go up here to make the balance? It would never go that angle. You must try all the angles. So if you're trying an angle of root, which is like this, right? This is no good. You have to do this. You have to come to the angle where you rip something. Because it's only when you rip will you know the actual tension and spread between an angle to create this. You think? How do you think? They say, who says what? They say, when you go to the gym, you got to do it slow, you don't want to reach your muscles, you want to expand them. But there's only a certain distance the muscle's going to go. It's like having sex with a guy. When it's done, it's done. It's only so much he's going to go. He's ready to get up and go out. Only because he loves you so much and he's not sure what to give you next. Which way do you want to take it? Do you like the two eyes, the hat, feet, and his little mouth over here? The flowers, 204, 2008, 11. Do you know that there's 8 in everything that's digital? Did you know that? Did you know that when you read something and in the English alphabet it's spelled R-E, R-E-A-D. Well, it's not really spelled R-E-A-D. It's just that when the R, okay, the R, okay, the R, R-A-R-E-D, aired. The R. Read, R-E-A. You know when you say read, R-E-A, that A is sounded in the R. Then there's the E-A-D for reading railroad. Or red 99, is that what you want to do? Red 99, because you get 3 Venuses is 81, it's times 3. The 4th one will bring you around again, then you can add them up to the 10 worlds. So when you say red or reading avenue, when you know you're on number 6, you know the opposition of 6 is 4, and 4 will get you to the next position, in the 9th position, which if I remember is Connecticut. Now we go back the other way, we go on Pacific right next to North Carolina, we have to watch out we don't hit Pennsylvania right next to Short Line. Because God forbid I run out of money and I land on Boardwalk, never mind to land on Parks Place. Only if I can get the ring in Monopoly. Oh my God. Connecticut's not bad, but guess what? If the Baltic is connected to the Mediterranean, and then it's reconnected to Oriental, what kind of reading would we be doing? Chinese? Well, it certainly ain't from around here, and the Jews go backwards, and I can't read Arabic. Hamalan. That's all I know. Everything says 8 on it. Anytime you look at digital, it's all 8s. If you go from this one to that one, you have made a line from this one to that one. Automatically, it's an 8. It's 2 squares. It's what you write inside the squares. No. You're only using the outline. Otherwise, we have to color it in. And if we color it in, we need 2 colors. Minimum 2 colors, the sheeting in the back. Why the sheeting in the back? Well, you have to mark it on something. Why 2 colors? Because if you mark it oval, 0, but you're marking an 8, because you have to write the 0, you won't be able to see, you'll think it's a 0 instead of an 8. Digital clocks. I'll say 8, turn it off and take a look at it. All the lines are there. Doesn't say any less than 8. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 80, 80. This is when you say let's smoke weed in French, we go 80. The hey, who are these electronic cats? I see you there. Choo! They jump to the sky like Michael Jordan. You're telling me? Michael Jordan, number 10, J, M13. The total is excuse me. The total of Michael Jordan is J, K, L, M. It's almost like an airplane company of some sort. Oh, you're weirding me out. I picked up more. I've got to have at least 20 or 30 of them here, for sure. Bought some pens. I just bought a thing last week of pens. You know what I do? I open the box, I dump it in a thing, at the end of the week there's none left. It's like, I mean, that's the way, I know that's the way the evil is attacking me. They take away my pens. God forbid I should have no paper. I'll just get a little water in the bathroom, and that'll dry out, so I'll have to dip my little thing inside the cat pee and write with cat piss on my paper. Oh boy, would we love that perfume after. So what were we talking about? Yes. They've now put do not cut your medication. But they didn't tell me anything was new. Let it go. This. So you understand now. Everything is an 8 in digital. 8, except, if I'm not mistaken, where the digital dots are, that in its own is just 2 lights showing you the inside of the round and not the outside of the round, of the empty inside with the black or the blue or whatever it took for you to distinguish. Okay? Can we distinguish the 8? Yes, we can distinguish the 8. But if we only had one color, like I said, if it was only white and I drew an 8 in white, you wouldn't say anything at all. You see the 9 next to it? It doesn't matter. I saw it today. It happened. I know what 69 is all about. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I'm laughing at myself. It's insane. Your 69 is when your soul meets your spirit down at your ass and all the way up. Because your ass goes into the head, it lights up Neptune, and it visits with spirit on the way up. Does it go all the way up? Or is it an exchange, student, from your ass, your colon, but it's the blood that brings it up, so it passes through your heart. So who's getting the information first? Are you all heart? 69, 6 and 4 and 9 and 1. 14, you're standing on the cross. 41, you went all the way around Monopoly board and you're landing on the Mediterranean. 69, 41, 14. What is it? The cat, the dog of soul running after the cat's life. Why is the dog running after the cat's life? What is the story? What does it have to do with it? IT. And I didn't even get into that yet. The IT, the Roman numerals on a 24-hour clock. Adding up only to 13, because there's only 13 cards in a suit of ace through 13 equals to a total of 1 to 13 equals to 91. Add the ace on top, you have a total of 105, the Boston Massacre. Take 1 off when it's removed the Casino War, and you have 91, 90, plus 14 is 104. 10-4, October 4th. That's the only day you can have. You couldn't have anything else. 10-4. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. You have 4 in the pictures and 1 ace. You have 4 pictures, but 1 ace gets to go on top of the 4 pictures. If it was a broken arrow, it would be connecting 10, Jack, Queen, King, and now you got a straight right to the ace, right? Because if you didn't have the ace, no thumbs up, no one's hitchhiking, no one's going for a ride, because nobody's going to be picked up. You're lucky if someone stops and say, hey, bud, you need a ride, and then throws you in the suitcase. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know my friend Balance? Would you say she's a sheep? Doesn't she look pretty with her bow ties on each side? What if I lifted this and this up and put them together over here? What if this was a man? I put a spike here and he had 2 arms. Was it his wings? Was it 5 minus 1, 5, 6 minus 1, 5? See, on this side there's 2, and this side there's 1, on this side there's 1, on this side there's 2. Although you can look at this and say it's the razor blade, and this is in the roulette board, the Michael Jordan 23, 19, 8, 11. Everybody knows what 8 and 11 is. The distance is 3. And the 11 ball, its partner is the 3 ball. They don't just do it like that. Let me please say it again. 8 and 11 are in roulette. Let's say, okay, we went to 5 and 8. The difference between 5 and 8 is 3. But the 3 ball is not in the 5 house. If we went to the 9 ball and said 8 and 9, we can't say in roulette because 8 and 9 are black and red. So it's not the same thing. So here's the arrow on the bottom. You see the arrow? These are your weights. I don't know how they work. I don't know if they spin, if it's part of the beard for thinking. I'm not sure if it's inside your head and this is upside down. And what happens is it reads. It reads everything coming in. You only can do one thing at a time when you're thinking, right? You're thinking, you know, whoop, something came into your mind, something's coming in. Your soul, spirit connect. That's constantly connected to natural things, okay? And those are your pyramids, and each one gets ripped off every time a thought comes within. And see, this is the complete other way. You see the W in here? WV, West Virginia. I don't know how it works. Do you want to know what this is? I don't know. It looks like 5 and 2. When I flip it over, it looks like 7 and 5. This is the Super Bowl that it is, 303. 18 and 18 is 36. What's in the center? Oh my God. Oh my God. See, now I have to make something up to make this, like, oh my God, be worthwhile. You know, it's been 10 years. And 4 years ago, I knew from year 1, and I went through like 5 or 6 years, 5 years, or yeah, about 5.5 years, thinking like, something's missing, something's missing. And I said to myself, write, just write everything you're thinking. Eventually, you'll be able to do it all the time. Well, not all the time the way I'm doing it now, but holy shit, at the beginning, oh shit, I had nothing to do. It took me almost 2 years to reread and rewrite. I wrote my books, then I rewrote my books. There were like 10 of them. And then I rewrote them on the computer and printed out every single page and made, I don't know, 420 pages about in my first couple of books. So I showed you these two are a little different, right? I wasn't sure which way to go. You can do them many ways. You do know that. Okay, let me continue into this. MetLife, Charlie Brown. Okay, Linus, Snoopy, Lucy. Lucy or Lucky? Which one is it going to be, Charlie Brown? Is it Lucy or is it Lucky? Because Lucky is 333, and guess what I saw today? All the gas prices in our area are $1.33.33, and they've never said that before. Never. I saw number 89 today, in which, first of all, let me jump back. I was talking about reading before. Well, reading or read is 99 through Mark Messier. Okay, he used to play for the Edmonton Oilers. Now he's up there in Detroit. He's playing the mighty Mark Messier right now. I just figure I add him another M to the N to the M to the M to the M to the M. You know, we're all genuine. You do know we're genuine, right, Jen? Right? Mess? Mess, you throw it down, I'll pick it up. We're all genuine. Well, you threw it down, I picked it up. At least I didn't throw it down. That means I was genuine to pick it up. You threw it down, nobody else threw it down. You were genuine to throw it down. We were all of one. Now we learned. Because you see what the difference is with love, and love is communication. And it's not that, it's a mixed up word, because it's just a mixed up word. It's 34 and 20. 5 by 4, okay? 5 by 4 and 3 by 4 plus 3 plus 4. Let me say it again. Love equals 54. 5 by 4 is 20. 34 is 20 and 14. The 20, okay, is the 2,000 years since the switch of time. 2,000 years, the switch of time. 14 years since the second millennium, or into the third millennium. 14 years is the dice cube. 14, 7 and 7. 20 is the 5, 2, 3, 4. Each side gets the opposite reflection, and that would make 20. Make 20. 2014. A, O, this is 15. Anyways, I don't want to start with the numbers right now. I did that church thing. It's something, you see, that was a terrible thing I did, and I really don't even want my video. But the reason I said it is because this is not a time for egotistical thought of what shouldn't have been done, because this is a time when it's rationale. This is not about you, this is about someone next to you. Because anybody that's next to you, okay, that's who's going to protect you. Even if you need no protection, if they weren't there, their eyes are gone, you have no more eyes. For every person you're with, you have 2 more eyes. At least 1 more direction, but 2 more eyes. Do you understand? You have 2 eyes, but 1 directive. Whatever the 2 eyes see, they will see 1. The eye is in your head. Thomas Jefferson, they say he was good. Andrew Jackson, they say he was good. Alexander Hamilton, they say it was no good. IKTB, Woodrow Wilson, IRS service heirs. Money equals 72. One other thing, this I would look at like the hole in your neck. You can eat through this, you can breathe through this, you can exalt yourself through this. And these are your ears. These are your eye rings. See the eye? 1 eye, 2 C's, 2 sides, command and create. The commandor and the creator. He listens to him and he gives directives. Directives go down into the heart. And it's like a whole communication system in here. Everybody knows where everybody else is. Here's my body. I know it's small in there, but everybody knows where everybody else is. I did not do the catch up yet. Oh, you know what? I saw some stuff that was on sale today at Canadian Tire. 7286 was the code. I went to Canadian Tire today. I went to Walmart. I went to a store called Metro. I went to where else did I go? I went to Tim Hortons to buy a large coffee with 1 cream. I went to one other place I can't remember. I'm not really sure what to show you next. I already showed you this. See the omega inside of it? 75. This is the year. This is the year. Okay, I didn't want to hold this up. Let me see what else I got. iTunes, Gatorade, Lizard Green, shutdown and danger, commercials, signing. Oh, this is one I have to get out. Signing your lottery ticket is important. Everyone must sign. Everyone must sign? Yes, everyone must sign. The machine reads your signatures. If they're taking back all the winning tickets, okay, are they throwing them out, or are they taking them back, or they get them used to signing, right? Then they'll sign your name everywhere. Computers will have your signature. They'll be able to sign your name. How can you miss? Sign your name everywhere. And then they had another thing I saw is about underground communication. Okay? There was another thing that said IGWT. Okay? You know what it says? IGWT? In God we trust. But when I read it, I read it as an ingo weight. The weight of gold. ING, ingot, weight. It's not said the same thing. Then over here, what am I doing? I'm counting the Roman numerals in time for 24 hours. But I'm going to do it 1 hour at a time. I'm going to put the 1 value on this side, okay, and put it on this side. One of these, this would be 9. But this is 9 and this is 24, and the alphabet makes 33. I'll also say this is 24, but this one's before it 9. So this becomes 33, take away 24. 33 and 24, 57. Number 9 equals 57, the moon. Okay? Number 11, 24. Excuse me. Did I say this something wrong? 24 and 9 is 33. 24 minus 9. 24, 33, 24, 15. That's what I thought I said. 15. Okay, now I see what it is. So this is B15. But the other way, right? Did I say that right? I must be wrong. 24 minus 9 is 15. Period. That's what it is. Now I go 24 plus 9 is 33 plus 15 is 58. So it says 9 equals angel. Now we're going to go, did you understand? 58. Now this one over here, this one becomes the 33. Only I can't put it back the other way. This one, I'm just adding the totality of the 2. This one, I'm adding the totality of the 2, but it's on the right, so there is no minus. There is no nothing to minus. That's the difference. 24 and 9 is 33. 33 and 11 is 44. Let me do this one now again. We're gonna just do the plus. This one, okay, in the plus, right? And this one in the plus are the same answer. You want to do it again? 24 and 9 is 33. 33 plus 9 is 42. 24 plus 9 is 33. 33 plus 11 is 34. 34, 32. I'm sorry. 9, 11 is 34, 32. 34. This one was 33 plus 11 is 44. 44. 44. This one is 33 and 9 is 42 and 44. 86. Okay? You see the Denver Broncos, okay? The Denver Broncos are 86-68. Seattle Seahawks, only one of the two is 68. If I say Seahawk, SEA is 19-5-1. Is 26. Down into the doghouse. 26. SEA 26. H is 8 is 34, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58. 66. That's what I count. You see, I didn't want to use up your time with the numbers are, but there's just a lot of stuff that goes with the time of the day in Roman numerals. In the English alphabet, letters spelled by letter. If I say 1, I got to mark O-N-E and not the number. In Roman numerals and in the 24-hour clock, I will show you somehow at the end, okay, at the end, I'm going to end up missing, okay, I'm going to show you how 360 degrees, 6 hours equals 360 degrees. In the primary world of one triangle, okay, it's 8 hours. The other one is 6 hours. That means in a 24-hour day, there's going to be 1,440 movements, 72 degrees. Okay, I think times 288. I don't remember what the figure is, but it shows you that in a 4-day period, you pass 1 day. That's it. In time, in calculating circumference, not circumference difference, but circumference in time, you go around 4 times. 1 time every 6 hours, you've completed a day. You see the sun because we're on 2 different systems. We're not on the same system. You may see what you see, but the system we're on is what you don't see at all. You can only imagine if you think of the question. What is something you want to think of? What is something you think you want to know? You don't know, but then when you do know, you know. But you're never sure if that's exactly what it was. But it is what it is, so take it as it is. Because you were the one who went out in the search. So we did that, and not only that, but this says king me. You know when you play chess, it says double me up. Well, this actually can say double me up. Do you know why? Rome, or row, 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 row your boat gently down the stream. What row are you in, sir? What row am I in? Does it make a difference? I was rowing the boat. If I'm rowing the boat, which part of the lake am I in? Am I still tired from rowing the boat? I may as well row the boat. But is it gold? Or is it not? Or is it just me? How much can I say? Or is it Romney? Mitt Romney? Or is this Ronnie? R-O-N-N-E. R-O, or in French, says gold. Me is me. In pool, it's 5 and 13. The difference is 8. You know if the difference is 8, then they go together in pool as long as they're under 15. It's A and O in pool, and if you look up A-E and O, you will find on the internet, you will see an owl from 2 different worlds. I know, I have it, I've downloaded it. I saved the owl. 12 times you go 5 minutes, and 72 times you go 5 degrees. We don't care what, we just want to know under 5 it says minutes and degrees. If it's degrees, it's not a temperature, but if it was a temperature, it'd be number 23. Like winning 23 to 17, the difference is 6. So, 24 hours in a day, add up 1 to 24, you get 300. Damn shit, I knew 42 was the number. 3 by 8 is 24. 3 by 8 is 24, 7 by 6 is 42. So you have to do both of them. 7 by 6 equals 42, and 3 by 8 equals 24. This makes 66 and 84 for space. And this is 14 and 10, oh my God. And this is 9 and 15, which is 96. Okay, so let me show you this bull crap over here. Over here, 7 times 6 is 42. 3 times 8 is 24 is 66. But if I go 4 over 4 and 2 over 2, 44 and 22, 22 and 99 would make 22 again. Okay? 99 red and 22 go together and say 22 again. 44 on top of each other say 8. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4 equals to 44. 4 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 48 is the opposite answer. That's the exact number we have right now. 7 and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 over 6. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 11. You have 911. Right here, coming out of this. Your added and your multiplication, if you want to know what they are, 13 and 11 makes 24 again. 13 and 11. The two of them together make 24 again. You have 24 again. You have 90. And that's what the presidency is all about. You have another number, and you have the great-grandfather law. February 2nd, 20. This one also. This is another thing. 306. This is November 2nd. When you count up all the Roman numerals in a day, just the one key equals to 153. It says ace. If you do it for the 24 hours a day, it comes on November 2nd. It's perfect and says ace. A-E-C. AEC is 9. Then you put the I equals 18. Then you put the R. Then you put the A. Then you put the S because they all go in order that way. And then you have to remember C and E. E and C. EC. EC. It's easy. When you add up 1 to 18, it's equal to 171 to Tea Party, which equals 7 and 8, 15. 7 and 8, 15, 66. This here, we'll now recreate this over here. And you see we have the 8 involved in it. Never worry about the 1, because whatever you do, once you have 1, you're going to say, okay, I have 1, so let's multiply it. Okay, I have 1. I have 2. Who has 2? You have 2. He has 2. He has 2. You have 2. Okay. So this number came out to this over here. Did you understand what I did? I was looking for a number over here to finish off at X. Mannix equals to 300. Now what are we going to do about X? You now have to add 1, giving the heart, because there is no heart with 4 and 2. Imagine if 2 was a different direction of the 4, and there were 2 dice. You'd end up with 6 and 1 is 7. You'd be ending up with the light. 1, 2, and 4. This is bad. This is the weekend we are in. The 300 points. Y and Z is missing. Area 51 this weekend. 1 to 12, when you add time together, from 1 till 12 added up, 78. This is man's mind. Something to do with man's mind. Are we going to hallucinate? What's going to happen? Tons of traffic jams? Is that what's going to happen? We're going to ram into each other with our cars after the game. Everybody's going to say it's the beer, but it wasn't the beer at all. But sorry, one of the bridges is now under construction. Last I heard, there's a small leak because of the cold weather, and they have to fix it over the weekend. So they're going to close down that bridge. And not only will they close down that bridge, it's not the going into New York they might close down, but it's on the outside of maybe the skirts of New Jersey. We got to bring 60,000 people and people out to the bars to eat supper. I'm going somewhere tomorrow night to watch this game. And do I want to care who's going to win? Well, I know about 20-something years ago, if I remember correctly, Washington Redskins beat out the Denver Broncos 42-10. So I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow. There's a whole bunch of other stuff here. Number 22, number 56, the 56 Grammy Awards. 2 moons is 56. And if you're just talking 56, and pending which number you could have said, like if you would have said 456, I would have said the 2 moons of Mars. And the 2 moons of Mars, Bruno. Bruno died about 26 years ago. Was it 26 years ago? In 1984 or 86 and 87 and 1987. 87, 13, it's 27 years, wow. And my grandfather, since Bruno died from my apartment, he went out to a bar, he tried to help somebody, and he got stabbed, but he should have minded his own business. But anyways, we just hit 33. So anyways, Bruno Mars has come back. Bruno has come back from Mars. That's very interesting. And what we get is we get 153 days into the year. 306 is November 2nd. 153 is in June. June 2nd, if I'm well. We're in February to March to April to May to June. 4 months apart. 4 times 6 is the 24-hour day. So that fits into a formation. That fits in the formation of what is day. Day is 4 times 6, 24 hours. 4 seasons in the year of 91 plus or minus a day. What is the refraction? Saying that, what does it actually mean, whatever I'm saying? For each and every person, it could mean something different. But you do know and keep in memory, you will keep in memory that when you remember the month of November and you live in Canada, most of the time you're going to think of winter. If it's not that, you'll always think of a climate change because they made us this way. This is what they did. They split things up in fours. There were 4 suits. Every suit needed a season. A reason for every season, a suit for every season. So Bruno Mars is going to be there. The Y and Z is 51. If you counted all the way to Q, okay, the Q letter always comes with the U letter, unless certain situations, like electric company, there is no Q. Do you understand why? Because they're the Q. Hydro-Quebec, they're the Q. A big Q. They just put it anywhere and everybody knows what it is. They own the Q. So if they own the Q, the question is, do they own you? Are we living in the islet of 2 zeros where when you pull them apart, they pull you closer to the ground? Q. When the number 5 comes up, I need to know where number 5 is, because when number 5 comes up in French, there's a word that has no Q, U at the end, just a Q without a U, and it's sank. It's sank. Oh my God. It sank? Where did it sink? What sank? A cat. Ah, a cat sank. Wow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, hi. The cat sank. Well, in French, cat says 4. And sank is French word for 5, so the 4 and the 5. Okay, I got the 4 and the 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 4 is 36, and 45 equals to 81. Venus. Wow. The 9 birth brought in the D in delta and E electricity to bring the delta birth, the angle of delta, coming into us. 1/2 of the triangle, 1/2 of the butterfly. What did I say? 4, 4, 5, 5. 3, 9, 23, 33, 40. Exactly 40. Okay? It took 4 letters. And look what's there. NQIN. I is 9, N is 14, 23. C3, here's 20. Creation, here's your 1 and 7. Here's your 7th gate. This one will create in the piano. This comes together. When you lock up, you see the way you turn G upside down to a Q? The Q is the 17th letter. You lock up the 7th gate with C. It creates the circle. B is in between. It doesn't matter. A and C on the dice shows you they're together. It's a lock. You've enhanced the sound. You have put a 432 blockage. Wow. So now we have Q equals to 17, A and G, whoop, A and Q, and C, 1, 17, 18, 21, A, C, Q, 21. I keep doing it as a G. ACG, ACQ, 21. 1/2 the triangle, only because the cat sank. The cat sank. Well, go and get him. How far did he sink? Ah, now we're in sync. Oh, we are. Okay, I better get to the bathroom before I open it up and let the valve go. I flush one time and everybody will sink. Right? So now you know if you flush, or you empty out the water, or you put a chain block to something, that chain block actually might say, I'm dragging you to the bottom of the water, I'm taking away your life, I'm putting you into life, you're coming into the world. Okay, so what else did we get in here? So these are parts of the day that we add up. So now if I add up YZ twice, I get 102. That's Valentine's Day. That's in 12 days from tomorrow, Valentine's Day. What does it mean? It's the flower where ace becomes 11. What does the ace mean? He plays from area 1. He plays from area 5. If ace plays from area 5, meaning 11, okay, he is the one spirit light. 11 from area 5, 5 and 11 is 16. The one spirit light now lights up. 102. You light up the light, you're in love with yourself. Because every time you think, it's all about you. Every decision you make, the end result is how is it going to affect me? That's what I think. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. How can I be wrong? Every time you make a decision, it's your decision. You may not like it, but it'll benefit you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have given it in. If you have to give somebody 500 and you know they're not going to beat you up now, well, you gave them the 500, didn't beat you up. It benefited you, didn't it? As simple as that. The other thing I wanted to show is take this and put it upside down on itself. Build this around itself. It turns into something. Nyan. They also have Naya water. You see this here? What this actually is it's a bookend. You see this? It's a bookend. I'm supposed to actually have it this way. See the way I cut off the tip? See the way I have a bookend on each side from a triangle? This is the sword you see in the deck of cards. It fits in to the empty space. You know, you see objects, where do they go? Into the empty space with the same shape. George Washington Bridge. George Washington, February 11th, born, 1931. They changed it to February 22nd, 1932. Pete Rose. It also says Bones. Pete Rose for the Cincinnati team. The Big Red, the machine, reads the electronics. Pete Rose, gambling, he was set up. The drugs today, they're all set up because they're paid by a higher source for the information. Who? Well, think of the owl. So what we have, Cincinnati Reds, we have Pete Rose, we have the gambling, and now we have the gambling in Las Vegas. Will Lake Mead open again? Will it come out of the sky, or will it pop up from underneath? What is it going to be? Will it just be a big lightning bolt? Boom, a big lightning bolt shakes everybody down. Oh my God, it hit a bridge. They couldn't have blown it up this time. How about that? A lightning bolt strikes the water and the water blows out the bridge. So what? Causes traffic accidents and jams after the football game. 100,000 people stuck out of their homes. All of a sudden there's a big snowstorm. The power goes out. Nowhere to go. No food coming in because the roads were so jammed up and so many people in one area. It'll negate anything. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to show you, 2422. Okay, this is Thomas Jefferson. 26 plus 17 is 43. That's when he was born. This is the time we strike. Tomorrow, it's Thomas Jefferson Day. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. And Jeff and Ron, you already know what that is, right? Jeff is 10, 5. It says, I have 6 of 6. Effie, I don't even know how I'm saying it. I have the time, I have 6 of 6. I don't know what it means. This is 60 seconds after that, if you want to do it that way. Or it's 26. So 26 would actually not be the average, but it'd be 43. 86. Again, another number. 34. If you double it, 86. Another number of tomorrow. Why is it of tomorrow? Because we're in the dog pound. 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, 28 is Vent Nord. If I remember correctly, no, it might be Atlantique, maybe. It might be. I'm not quite sure. If it's Atlantique, I need to know where Atlantique. It's the yellow position. Is it number 27, 28, 29, or 30? Oh, Waterworks. Waterworks is 29, and Marvin Gardens is 30, and Go to Jail is 31. So Vent Nord and Atlantique, or is it Atlantique Vent Nord? Regardless, 17, okay, would be right next to St. Charles Place. Am I wrong? St. Charles? Tennessee? I know there's one I can never get in that area. 22 volt, Grover Cleveland. 24 and 10 is 34. 22 and 5, red. Red light, 61. Red light. Red eye. Red light. X and V. X and B is 15, 34, 44, 54, 61, and 15. 61, 71, 76. Can't add this. I already added it twice. So I added up the Roman numerals, and you can't minus them. They don't minus. J and E. Right away, boom. Every time you say J and E, it's just like saying Jesus. 22 and 24 get to 86. Boom, again, Denver Broncos. 88, digital time match. 88 and 22 is 110 stories of the Twin Towers, or the 10-10 result. 24 and 86, same result. 24 and 76 is 100. This is tomorrow, the same numbers I showed you on the last page. This, again, something to do with mind control. 7 and 8. Why? Because somehow it might be the exchange of the two worlds between spirit and soul. I don't know how it works. Cleveland has the orange cap. Cleveland, Ohio. I've been looking at Cleveland, Ohio for so long. Scotiabank and Skittles have been doing the same thing. They've been dropping letters, and Skittles has been falling to the ground. So what's falling to the ground? Because Skittles says something falling to the ground, or it is something that's falling to the ground, calling the rats from under the ground. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Essex Junction, Highway 91, Highway 89, Highway 87, a road right up to Canada. Essex Junction in Burlington. What are they doing there right now? I've been looking for this question all week. I already know Highway 22 runs all the way to Ohio. The small road, the small 22 to Ohio. What's going on that road? Why? Does anybody know me out there? Well, that's okay. I'm the guy who guesses on everything and assumes, makes an assumption. But he believes only what can be true, and he sees not what's not true. He sees that he doesn't know, so he keeps digging. So that's what I do, and all I do is I try to make relationships from numbers to words, just because I was taught by the psychiatrist or the psychologist is, tell me the first thing you see. And I say, time. How does it affect you? Well, give me an hour and it'll probably cost me 140. Time affects me. Time, 59 minutes, gets 41 to the 100 world. You cannot go to any other world. You pass 9. If you want to go to the 7 world, it's 2 and it's 7. 27 red. It's red time. If you want to get to your clock at 180 degrees, but you can never touch 180 degrees because there's only one 180 degrees, you take 29 and 31. 31 minutes after, 29 minutes after. Do you want to check? Will it be a Czechoslovakian? Why did we miss Czechs with Czechs? Why did we have to call it a Czech and then go to Russia and not know if it's a Russian Czech? Why don't we use hemp bags when we go for shopping instead of plastic bags? Why aren't we using more hemp? Why aren't we using more hemp? This is totally, utterly absurd. Do you want to make money? Do you really want to make money? You don't need to buy oil. Grow hemp. Do you have enough money to sustain, build a building inside? How does hemp grow? Build a building inside, burn all kinds of garbage to keep it warm, grow hemp plants instead of tomato plants, and we'll use it to make plastic or whatever, or string out of it, and then the landfills won't fill up anymore. You have millions of dollars right now and you don't know what to do. But you do know there's a chance. Nobody wants that to happen, because if you're rich enough, you'll be making your own, what do you want to call it, fossil fuels of your own special kind, fossil fuels. Conjunction, junction. I want to show you something else that's really weird. You want to see something that's really weird? I'm going to show you something. Can you see this? It's a Canadian ship. It's got Russian marked on it. I took out any bill. AMD. This is the same number as the boat, I think. And at the same time, you know what else is in here? Cubes. There's cubes. Wait a second. Is it a club? A club is like a card. You know why it's a club? Look. Look. 1, 2, 3. 3 clubs. Isn't that what you have? There's 3 balls on a club. Well, it's right here in front of you. Here's 1 ball. Here's 2 balls. Here's 3 balls. 3 balls on your club. Well, you didn't turn the card backwards, and this is 3D. There's cubes on here. And if you had a cube, wouldn't you like to join the club? We'll exchange you, okay, life for electronics. Instead of calling it club, give us the L, we'll give you an E, put it after U, and you'll be okay. C-L-U-E. It's a clue. Take away the L, it's a cube. Club, okay. Club, take away the L. Take away the L from club. C-U-B-E. Cube from club. What's all in the cube? And there's tons of it. There's just tons of clubs. And not only that, one of my pictures, this is so funny how it works out, eh? One of my pictures that I've been drawing, I'm going to show you what I did to my picture. And I'm quite sure you saw this before. This is the way it is. Now, if it was like that, right? It could be, look at that. This is caught in between. It's being held up by over here. You're being caught by each ear. You're being strangled on each ear. You're just caught in between. That's exactly what it looks like on the $50 bill. Anyways, I'm going to come back with you and do that, do the time of the day and how 4 years equals 1 year or 4 days equals 1 day. Not only that, but we got to turn the clock around so that we have 20. Now, this is the way I see it. 21 hours in a day. 21 hours equals a 24-hour day, which equals to 6 hours. In which, okay, I'm assuming there's 64 metric minutes. Minutes? How they keep ticking away? Who sang that song? Ticking away, or minutes, Minnesota, the Vikings. Take a hike, how time flies, Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings, minutes, 64 metric minutes at 90 seconds a minute equals to 96 minutes, 1 metric hour. And I'm already at 6 hours equals to 360 degrees, in which 360 degrees multiplied 360 times 1.8 plus 32 equals what? Why? Because now 36 times 1.8, which will be 36 times 48 by 288 equals 288. Wow. Wow. Hold on a second. Hold on. What did I say? What did I say? This is 36. 36. Oh, yes, times 8. Times 8 equals to 288. And I also said I had to multiply it by, oh, it was 18. 1.8 was 18 equals 3600 equals to 38. Oh, my God. Look what it equals. It equals to 3888. Creation of 888. 3 means 2. You know why? Look in between here, the space, and here. There's 2 spaces for life. 1 digital here. Here's your 8. I told you, everything looks like 8s. 288 times 1.25 equals to 360. 1.25 is a Mayan figure, and it's also for 512 memory. I don't know how computers work. I just know where it goes. So if somebody has a question to an answer that they know, I have to explain what I say, and they'll see it faster than me. 3888, 24, 6, 24, 6, 3 by 8, 24, 2 and 4, 6. 3 by 8, 24, 2 and 4 and 6. Now if we did it the other way, 3 plus 8, 11, 3 plus 8, 11, 3 plus 8, 11, it'd be 35, 8, 35, 8, 35, 8. 35, 35, 35, 105. 105 is April 15th, and that's the time of the Boston Massacre. It also says J and E, which is X and V. It also says X and V. It also says Je. And when you see X, it's my X life. It's my X life is what this says. My 6 hours, 360 degrees, 360 minutes. Now, 6 by 3 is 1800, and 360 is 2160. Now we're at seconds. 216 hours is 9 days of 24 hours, in which apparently it's 16 hours awake and 8 hours asleep. And there's an adjustment in there, okay, because there's 3 parts of a world, exactly how it works. I'm just showing you the squeezed definition. See the way this looks like 2 worlds? It's rolling. See the way this is rolling? It looks 2D. See the 2D effect on it? On this. So, okay, we did that. We did this February 20th. Okay, I don't know, but there's something on February 20th. I don't know what it is. February 20th. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. There's 200. Okay, take away 31 days. Take away 31, 277, 276, 266, 256. There's 256 days to go, approximately. Take away 31, 276 to 66 to 56, 246 days from 245 days tomorrow. Oh my God, it falls right on the number. Fox 45, 245 is 90. That's as far as you can go. 290 is equal to 180 degrees. The Pac-Man can't open up. The doorway is completely open. That's tomorrow. Wow, I don't even know where else to go. Remember I said 153? What about 154? What about 514 area code? Something up in Montreal. What's going on in Montreal? Another thing, check the score of the Buffalo game. See what happens. Do you know why? Buffalo's playing Colorado. Pretty freaky, no? Buffalo playing Colorado. I've been talking about it for a week. No, I don't check up on anything, and I'm not looking for a bonus. Raphael, 7286. Still, there's so many more things to do. I was talking to you about the 51 X and YZ. Take it away from the 365 or 366 days. We have AC/DC. Everything works out. Everything will always work out. It's the definition for a better understanding of what the numbers actually say is what most people would like to know. Because your number, when you take away 2 from this and this from that, you're always going to have the same answer. But where it shows up is the big difference. Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching completely this video. 5775. Have a great cup. Thank you. Super Bowl. Thank you. Look at that. I missed 5757, eh? Couldn't do it. I just can't say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If I said anything at all that bothers you, if you think I said something in blasphemy or whatever, listen. Sometimes I get caught up in my own world. Sometimes I shouldn't be saying certain things at all. Some things I have not finished if you have questions about the numbers, and I'm really sorry if I offended you. You know what, sometimes we just have to push on over, and I know I've been saying a few odd things that shouldn't be said, but it's been done. Thank you for watching.